I'm Lexi. I'm in the US, and today I'm going to try Walker's Crisps. I'm going to apologize right now. I'm going to call these chips probably about 50 times in this video. I know that in England, in the UK, you call them crisps. And as far as I'm concerned, we both have valid arguments for crisps versus chips. Crisps, yes, they're crispy. Chips, you're kind of chipping pieces off the potato. So can we go with we're both right? And I will do my best to, when I'm eating a UK produced item, calling it a crisp, and stick with a chip when I'm eating a US produced potato. I don't want to say potato product because that brings French fries into the mix, but you understand what I mean. So the first thing, if you're in the US, that you might notice is this bag looks awful familiar. Lay's and Walker's are actually the same brand, but they go by the brand name Walker's in the UK and Lay's in the US and many other countries. The bag colors also are a bit different too, because Lay's Originals are yellow. Lay's original chips are one of my favorite. I know they're simple, but that's why they're my favorite, because they're done so well and yet they're so simple. So to have a good baseline, let's go ahead and start with the Ready Salted, or original. The chips aren't, I did it already. The crisps aren't quite as large as what I'm used to seeing in the US. And I think they're just a hair thicker too. Part of what I like about Lay's is they're so thin and delicate, and yeah, they crumble apart, and by the time you get halfway through the bag, all you have is dust. But I like that delicateness. They taste the same, like as far as the oil and the potato. Yeah, they're definitely a little thicker. And they're less salty too. Lay's Original is more salty than Walker's Ready Salted. I'm going to give these a 6 because they are good and they're reminiscent of my favorite chip. But if these were sitting next to the American version, I take the American version because I like the more delicate nature and I like the more salt. Salt and vinegar? Salt and vinegar is pretty popular in both countries, but it's actually not one of my favorites. The vinegar is much more to the forefront than the salt. American ones are definitely saltier. And I'm not really sure which I like better. It's odd because I love vinegar. It's odd that I don't like salt and vinegar chips generally, I mean. I still wouldn't pick these up from the store on my own. But if somebody had made me a packed lunch for a picnic and this was what was in them, I'd eat them. So let's go ahead and give them a 5. Marmite. I kind of want to save these Thai sweet chili for last because I think they might be my favorite. Marmite. I've tried Marmite on the channel before, and I will link that video in the description below. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. Since the video, though, I have found a use for it. I usually mix it in when I make beef stew, and it gives it a really nice, rich depth of flavor. Wow, you can see the darkness of the Marmite right on the crisp. That is confusing on my tongue. It's confusing because now I associate Marmite with beef stew. So this tastes like beef stew on a crisp. It's not nearly as salty as I would have expected. It's not nearly as salty as Marmite in the jar. These I could get behind as a snack food, as a usage for Marmite. They might take a little while to grow on me to be one of those things that I'm like craving on a weekly or monthly basis, but I could see it getting there. So I think I'm going to give them a 6 for right now, but if I was to eat them on a semi-regular basis, I could see them growing higher. Pickled onion. Puckering pickled onion. Pickled onion is not a flavor we get here. Now, I love pickled onions on hamburgers, on pizza, on tacos, but typically here pickled onions are done with red vinegar, although I suppose a pink crisp would be a little disconcerting. Nice big crisp. That's weird. I expected to like this one more. This tastes like the brine that's left in the bottle after you've eaten all the pickled onions. It doesn't really taste like the onions themselves, and I'm not sure how, but again, I'd probably eat it if somebody handed me a bag at a picnic, but I don't think I'm going to pick these up. I'm going to give these a 4. Now, you might notice that one of the tried and true British crisp flavors isn't here. Prawn cocktail. That's because I tried it in a previous video. I don't remember off the top of my head what I scored it as, but I did like it. And I will also link that video down below in the description. So the last one we've got here is Thai sweet chili in their Sensations line. My understanding is these have like a more intense flavor. The black bag is kind of cool. It gives like the sense that this might be a little classier. Kind of expected them to be a little redder. Not at all what I expected. There is a sweetness to it and a little bit of heat, but it's not overwhelmingly hot. I'm not looking for water. I mean, even if I was, I'd be kind of screwed. This cup's empty. I do like them, but I was expecting something very different. I was expecting something like the Thai sweet chili sauce that lives in my refrigerator. I think I could see myself craving these though, like very easily. So I think I'm going to go ahead and give these a 7. That's the best of the lot today. It was kind of a mixed bag, wasn't it? Now that's a thought. A mixed bag of chips where you've got like all the different flavors shoved together, so you never know what you're going to get. A little bit like Skittles, but potato chips. That would be really fun to do at a party. Note to self, next party, mixed bag of chips. Anyway, this was a lot of fun, and I imagine there's a bunch more flavors of Walkers out there. Let me know what your favorite is down below. Let's have a conversation. I want to know. And if you could give the video a thumbs up, like always, and then hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.